The wedding venue was a palace of ivory roses and polished gold, echoing wealth from every corner. But among the glitter and glam, one little girl stood silently in her polka-dot dress, clutching a tiny basket. She was so proud of until the bride pointed at her and said, "She doesn't fit the theme." That little girl's heart cracked, and the groom, he heard it shatter from across the room. This is a story of pride, prejudice, and one man's powerful decision that turned a wedding into a moment of justice. 8-year-old Nyla had never been to a wedding. Her mom, Danielle, worked as a server at luxury events, and when she asked if she could bring Nyla to this one just to watch quietly from the corner, her boss surprisingly said yes. It wasn't just any wedding. Brielle Weston, daughter of a real estate mogul, was marrying Liam Harper, a successful architect. The event was a media magnet. Nyla wore her Sunday best and sat with her coloring book in the back. But when the flower girl for the wedding suddenly fell sick just hours before the ceremony, panic spread like wildfire. And that's when someone noticed Nyla, sweet, polite, and already dressed. Danielle hesitated, but the planner asked, would she be willing to help? Nyla's eyes lit up. Me, a flower girl. For the first time in her life, someone had chosen her. As Nyla practiced walking with the basket, guests began to arrive. Brielle, the bride, finally walked in stooning in a gown worth more than most people's homes. The substitute flower girl, the planner replied cheerfully. The original is sick, but this little angel, no, Brielle cut in. She doesn't fit. This is a luxury white and gold wedding. Look at her, that dress, her hair. It's not the aesthetic I approved, the planner stammered. Danielle stepped forward, eyes wide with shock and embarrassment. We were just helping, she said quietly, reaching for her daughter's hand. Brielle scoffed. Well, help by leaving. We don't need charity in the aisle. Nyla didn't fully understand, but she knew that voice, that tone, that rejection. She lowered her head, whispering, I'm sorry, Mommy. Danielle turned to leave, holding her daughter close, but someone else had heard it all. Liam walked in just as Danielle and Nyla were heading for the exit. He stopped them. Wait, what happened? Danielle hesitated, but told him the truth. Liam's expression hardened. His eyes scanned over to his already posing with her bridesmaids, as if nothing had happened. He turned back to Nyla, knelt, and asked, Do you still want to be the flower girl? Her eyes lit up again. Yes, sir. And just like that, Liam stood tall, walked straight to the mic the DJ had set up, and addressed the entire room. Before we start, Liam said, voice calm but firm, I need to say something. The room hushed. Today was supposed to be about love, about building a future. But when I saw a little girl excited to help being dismissed because of her skin, her dress, and her background, I realized something. He looked directly at Brielle. If this is what we've become, maybe we shouldn't be getting married at all. Gasps rippled across the crowd. Brielle's face turned ghost white. Liam, are you kidding me? I'm serious, he replied. Love isn't about perfection or matching aesthetics. It's about heart. And that little girl has more of it than most of us here. He turned back to Nyla. Will you walk the aisle? Please, Nyla nodded shyly. The guests began to clap, quietly at first, then louder. Even the wedding planner wiped away a tear. Brielle stormed out. The media whispered, but Liam didn't chase after her. Instead, he turned the day around, with Nyla leading the way, her tiny basket scattering petals. With joy the ceremony carried on, not as a grand display of wealth, but as a celebration of values. Later, Danielle tried to thank Liam, but he simply said, no child should be made to feel small in a room full of adults. though the wedding never became a marriage. What happened that day inspired thousands when the video went viral. People around the world saw not just a little black girl walking proudly, but a man standing up for what's right, even at the cost of his own reputation. Nyla now dreams bigger, knowing that she's not invisible. And Liam, he never regretted a thing.